Soon after being taken by the thugs, White Fang found himself thrust into a dog-fighting ring. The noisy crowd surrounding the pit made him incredibly anxious, but he had no way out as his opponent charged at him. White Fang was reluctant to engage in combat with another of his kind, consistently dodging and retreating, but the aggressive black dog relentlessly pushed him into a corner. In a desperate act of self-defense, White Fang instinctively struck back, critically injuring the black dog with a single bite. Stunned by his own actions, White Fang looked down at the black dog lying defeated and felt a deep sense of guilt. The thug leader, however, was indifferent to White Fang's turmoil. He had just won a significant amount of money and was ecstatic. His minions dragged White Fang away, preparing him for the next fight. From then on, White Fang became a money-making tool for the thugs. To avoid beatings, he numbly stepped into the pit time and again, struggling to survive in brutal bouts that made his owner rich. Despite his unmatched prowess, White Fang never received the treatment a champion deserved. He was confined daily to a narrow cage, and the thug leader would often torment him with cruel methods to foster his ferocity. Each night, White Fang would curl up quietly on the ground, a part of him forever altered by the harsh realities of his existence. On that day, the thug leader arranged another match for White Fang, this time against a small yet fierce fighting dog. Despite its diminutive size, this dog was vicious and nearly killed White Fang. The battle commenced with the fighting dog aggressively launching attacks, but White Fang, calm and collected, used his size advantage to easily deflect the assaults. White Fang never anticipated that this opponent was unlike any he had faced before, trained specifically to be a killer among its kind. Just when White Fang thought the dog would concede, it seized an unguarded moment to clamp down viciously on his neck, refusing to let go. Within seconds, White Fang was pinned to the ground, gasping for breath. Enraged and frustrated, the thug leader jumped into the pit and started brutally beating White Fang with a cane, berating him as useless. At that critical moment, the thug was suddenly pulled down. Before he could react, a gun was pressed against his chest. A group of people stormed the arena, one of them using an iron rod to pry the fighting dog's jaws open. The leader of the group, a young man, without a moment's hesitation, lifted White Fang and carried him out of the pit. Back at the hotel, the young man tenderly dressed White Fang's wounds, saving his life. It was only then that White Fang realized the young man was none other than Jack,